An extratropical cyclone that developed over the South Atlantic triggered tsunami-like waves along the coast of Rio de Janeiro state starting Tuesday, July 29th, with wave heights reaching up to 4 meters. This natural event, intensified by winds exceeding 100 kilometers per hour, disrupted transportation, flooded luxury residences, and caused damage to multiple coastal roads. The waves gradually increased in size as the strong winds pushed massive volumes of water toward the coast. In the upscale neighborhood of Leblon, seawater entered garages and landscaped areas, forcing the closure of beachside kiosks. In Barra de Guaratiba, the waves reached park buses. Maricá also experienced significant beach damage, including in Itaipuacu, Barra de Maricá, Ponta Negra, and Restinga, where waves of up to 3.5 meters tore through coastal roads and ripped up asphalt. The Civil Defense Department implemented safety measures, though no major material damage had been officially reported at the time. In Maricá, Ponta Negra, Restinga, and Ituatu, commercial and transportation activities were temporarily suspended for safety reasons. In Saquarema, a thick layer of sea foam covered beaches like Panha and Praça de Oração, reaching into the city center. Authorities attributed the foam to organic matter decomposition caused by wave agitation and ruled out contamination risks. In the Saquarema Lagoon, the rising water level led to the sinking of a dredging machine that was under maintenance and, according to reports, did not contain oil. In Leblon, Delfim Moreira Avenue was closed in both directions for cleanup operations. The damage affected real estate valued at over 10 million reais. The Brazilian Navy issued an alert warning of storm surges from 9 a.m. on July 29th through 9 p.m. on July 31st. The alert noted moderate to very strong winds and hazardous sea conditions. Forecasts indicated that wave intensity would begin to decrease by Thursday night. On the same day, Rio de Janeiro recorded its lowest temperatures of the year, with a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 23.4 degrees. Weather forecasts pointed to partly cloudy skies and moderate winds, with no expected rainfall, although moderate to strong winds were expected to continue on Friday and Saturday. Cleanup crews from the Maricá Public Services Authority began working early in the morning in areas such as Rua 70 and Rua 1, removing debris along the Itapuaza coast. Authorities repeated warnings to stay away from coastal zones and to follow official instructions. The extratropical cyclone, common in mid-latitudes, produced low atmospheric pressure and strong winds, which, when colliding with warm and cold air masses, pushed large volumes of ocean water toward the coast. This created storm surges that closely resembled tsunamis. Experts explained that while the waves resembled a tsunami in appearance, they were not caused by seismic activity.
The HPD evacuated Alamana Beach Park.
Meanwhile, a magnitude 8.8 earthquake off the coast of Russia triggered a real tsunami in the Pacific Ocean, but experts clarified that the two events were completely unrelated. In Saquarema, Sea foam was also seen in areas such as Prana and Praça Corazon, reaching the urban center. Lucas Yolito, director of Municipal Protected Areas, stated that this phenomenon occurs annually during episodes of strong waves. The waves also reached the entrance of the Barra Franca Canal, and the sunken dredging machine posed no environmental risk, according to the State Institute of Environment. Nonetheless, local fishermen demanded ongoing monitoring for potential secondary impacts. The intense wave action disrupted transportation and daily life in several coastal towns. The Navy reiterated that weather conditions would gradually improve starting Thursday night, though caution was still advised. This event highlighted the vulnerability of Brazil's southeastern coastline to such meteorological phenomena. Due to its location, Rio de Janeiro is especially prone to these impacts during winter months when extratropical cyclones are more frequent. Local authorities reminded the public that annual alerts are issued to inform residents and tourists of potential hazards. In Barra de Guaratiba, the force of the waves damaged bus stops and weakened road infrastructure. Activity suspensions and beach closures were part of emergency protocols. Weather forecasts for the following days showed no expected rain, although persistent winds were anticipated. The wave generated by the cyclone lasted for several days before gradually weakening. The phenomenon was caused by differences in air pressure and temperature that moved ocean masses toward the shore. This shift generated what is known as a storm surge, directly responsible for the observed coastal flooding. In Maricá, despite the intensity of the event, authorities confirmed there were no casualties or significant material losses.